Stop shifting around, pick something, and stick to it. So I used to, like a year ago when I wanted to get into entrepreneurship and business, I would try 3, 4, 5 different types of businesses within 2 or 3 months. So it'd be like drop shipping for a little bit, then I'd be like eBay selling. At one point I was selling on eBay, and then I tried YouTube for a little bit. And when I wouldn't see results at first, right? When I would try it for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and I wouldn't see results, I would switch business models, and I would switch. And instead of focusing onto one for a longer period of time, I just kind of switched and then didn't see progress, and I switched, and I didn't see progress, and I switched. And this never allowed me to see progress in any one of those things because I wasn't sticking to it long enough. It's like when you go to the gym for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you've been working out extremely hard, and you went every single day for the last 3 weeks, and you don't see progress. So you just decide to quit. Or maybe it's a specific workout routine. You're like, oh, this routine, it's optimal. No, this one's actually optimal. No, this one. But if you just stick to one of those for the long run, you're going to see results. If you stick to one business model for the long run, no matter what it is, you're going to see results. It's going to take a while before you see results. But if you outwork the competition and you put a little bit more into it than everyone else, you're going to see results. You just got to choose something and stick to it. With your diet, so many people, they like to research what's the best diet, and what I call this is paralysis. This is actually, you know what, Hamza said this, paralysis by analysis. He's the one, I don't know if that was his original thought, but I learned that from him. And what it is you're so busy analyzing what's the best thing, maybe it's diet. You're so busy analyzing, Mediterranean diet, no, carnivore diet, no, paleo diet. And you're so busy way over analyzing all these diets. But if you chose one of those diets and stuck to it, you would see results versus switching diets every 2 weeks, not seeing results in any one diet. So if you pick a diet, of course, do the research before you do it and look for a good diet. But if you're conflicted between 2, 3, or 4 diets, just pick the one that you think will be best for you and stick to it. If you're conflicted between business models, all of them work. All of them, there's a way of making money for all of them. The problem isn't the model. The problem is the person behind the model. So you need to make it work. It's not the business model that doesn't work for you. You not being able to stick through with the business model, even when you don't see results, even when it's hard. So instead of sitting around analyzing all these things, and this applies to almost everything you do, everything you aspire to do, instead of analyzing it or switching models all the time because, oh, this works, oh, that works, oh, maybe this isn't right for me, maybe this isn't right for me. Even when you get that thought and you keep pushing through it, that's when you'll start to see the success. So when you switch the business models and you don't see progress and you switch, you're restarting that, and then you go to that business model and then you don't see progress, and then you switch to another business model and then you don't see progress, and then you switch. And it's because you're switching too early. You've only been doing it for a month, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 months, but you're switching too early. Stick to it, refine it, learn, and be better next time. Keep improving it. It doesn't matter if it's a business model. It doesn't matter if it's a diet. It doesn't matter whatever it is you're doing. Stick to it for the long run, because a lot of people, they'll hop on a diet and then they don't see that many results and like, I don't think this one's for me. And they'll quit that diet, eat a bunch of junk food, and then switch to another diet. Oh, I don't think it's going to work for me. And it's like this constant cycle of not doing it for long enough, not refining it for long enough, not seeing results, and you quit right before you're going to start seeing results. So realize the results take a while. You don't just get them instantly. It's not like you put your food in the microwave and you set it for 30 seconds and it's ready. It doesn't happen that quick. It takes a long time. Now, the amazing thing with results is once the habits are solidified, once they're there, it's easy. It's easy to do. And once you have that consistency and you keep working on it, even when you sometimes believe it's not going to work, and you still work on it and you stick with it through the thick and thin, stick with it through the rough times, whatever you're doing, that's when you'll get the most results. That's when soon enough you'll see. But when you don't stick with it and you keep switching, you're not allowing the business a chance to give you results. So do something you like and stick with it. Do the thing that you truly believe will work the best for you, and just stick with it. If you stick with it for over 6 months, if you stick with it for over a year and you don't see results, then maybe you should consider switching it. Maybe. But 6 months to a year without results, maybe you should consider switching. Even then, I would say go a little bit longer, maybe 1.5 years, 2 years, sticking with it, pushing through. And if you see no results, not even a sliver of results, then maybe it's the wrong business model. Maybe it's the wrong diet. But 9 times out of 10, it's not the diet, it's not the business model that's the problem. It's not the workout that's the problem. The person, the user, that's the problem most of the time. The mentality. So stop switching between all these things. Do a little bit of research. Pick what you think is best for you and stick to it. Whether it's in college and you're thinking of different majors, different things to do, and you're not quite sure what you want to do some research, do what you truly believe is best for you, pick it, and stick to it, even through the hard times, even through the boring times, even through when you don't think it's serving you. Stick to it, bro. Otherwise, you're going to be paying extra and you're going to be looking at other classes you're going to have the same effect in. So pick up what you think's best for you, something you like, and stick to it. Most people, they want the results fast, and that's not how it works. The results take a while, and most people can't wait for them. But once the results are there, it's amazing. And the results have a compound effect. At first, you don't see the results, and then you see a little bit. And then after a little bit of time, you see more. And then after that, it explodes. It explodes. At first, you don't see them, and then you see a tiny, tiny bit. And then all of a sudden, it's like immediate success. And for a lot of people, they perceive that as immediate success. But in reality, you've been doing it for a year, 2 years, and it didn't explode. It didn't quite get to the level it was at before, or it didn't quite get to that high level 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Within a very small amount of time, you saw that huge success because the results compound and compound and compound and compound. The habits compound. The small things you do, they compound over time to huge results. And then most people, they didn't see those 2 years you put in, those 2 years of work. They just saw like the end product, where you're at now. They didn't see what you did behind the scenes, all that work you did without seeing progress. But that work you did without seeing progress is what got you to that point. So just think of it like that. You might not see progress for a year, 2 years, or maybe a small amount of progress. Of course, fitness, I would expect you to see progress within 3 or 4 months. But with other stuff, you might not see progress for a while, or huge progress. You'd see progress, but not a lot of progress until it explodes. And that's all of that work you did before compounding against itself. So once you have that momentum in your favor, getting to that goal, reaching that goal, getting to that success, that level of success you've been looking for will happen. It's just a matter of time. My name's Justin, and remember, you deserve the consequences of your actions.